Good morning from Lovell High School. We are live at the 3A West Regional Tournament as 8 teams vie for 4 tickets to the state tournament next weekend in Casper. The Worland Lady Warriors open up action in the opening game of the tournament against the Pinedale Lady Wranglers, and we have all the round ball action here on the Pregame Broadcasting Network. We are streaming live via Facebook, YouTube, the NFHS Network, and Huddle TV. This is the McGarvin and Taylor pregame show presented by McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland. This and every broadcast would not be possible without the wonderful support of this community and the following businesses: Pinnacle Bank, McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate, King's Carpet One, Diesel Pickup Specialists, Kinlan Ace Hardware, Admiral Beverage Corporation, Sally's Classic Pizza, Swing Trucking, McGarvin Moberly Construction, Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant, Worland Dental Clinic, Washkey Prevention Coalition, Bighorn Federal Savings Bank, Sage Creek Land and Cattle, Bryant Honey, War Paint, and Washkey Cinemas. A special thank you to those who are making live video possible this weekend at the 3A West Regional. Those sponsors include the Bunkers Golf Simulators, Keller Construction, Hughes Construction, Eugene Miller & Sons, and Frank and Sherry DeCrew. A thank you to those sponsors for making live video possible here at the 3A West Regional Tournament. We appreciate those sponsors are helping us offset the rights fees cost to make sure we can deliver it to you free via YouTube, Huddle TV, and Facebook. Of course, if you're tuned in via the NFHS Network on the Pregame Broadcasting page there, we welcome you along as well. The McGarvin and Taylor pregame show is full of features, including a talk with Worland Lady Warrior head coach Mark Mortimer, a look inside the matchup, the Lady Warrior keys to the game, national anthem, and then later on to cap it off, it's the starting lineups and opening tip-off brought to you by the Northern Wyoming News. It's simple. Win 2 before you lose 2. This is the postseason reality for the Warriors and Wranglers, and it all kicks off on a Thursday morning from Lovell, Wyoming. Will the Lady Warriors pick up an opening round upset and push the pace past Pinedale, or will Pinedale make it 2 over the Lady Warriors and put Worland on the brink of elimination? Find out next on the Pregame Broadcasting Network.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at King's Carpet One Floor and Home will make you feel right at home. They've been serving the entire Bighorn Basin for 30 years, and that means something. Shopping for flooring can be a daunting experience. Our certified floor and home consultants are here to guide you through the stress-free process. Now introducing Room by Room only at King's Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. King's Carpet One has flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. King's Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into King's Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement project. King's Carpet One in Worland, 735 Bighorn Avenue, 307-347-4225, or visit their website, kingscarpetoneworland.com.
Yep, we even sell sunglasses now.
Tool tote, check. Tape measure, check. Impact driver, check. Oakley sunglasses, check. Built to fix, built to flex. And you can find it all at Ace, the helpful place.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland are more than just realtors. Just ask Jake and Landy Bollinger. What drew you to McGarvin and Taylor?
And the way that she treated my family, my extended family, like her own family. We felt like family, weren't just a client at that point.
Once you found your home, did they make the rest of the process easy?
The bank we worked through for our loan, built great relationships there. It was smooth and quick and really kind of painless, honestly.
Yeah. How have they continued their service after the sale?
Gas actually got shut off a week after we were in the house, and so we didn't have gas, and it was really cold that weekend. And a knock on the door, and here's Laura with some heaters for us, and a little bit later, here comes Kitty walking in with more heaters for us.
Any last thoughts or special sentiments?
We just feel like that they were put in our life for a reason, and they're going to be long life friends.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland, 701 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-4271, or visit them on the web at worlandwyo.com. Welcome back inside the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate Pregame Show here on the Pregame Broadcasting Network. Worland Lady Warriors, Pinedale Lady Wranglers are set to kick off the 3A West Girls Regional Tournament here from Lovell, Wyoming. These two teams come in as the 3 seed and the 6 seed. The Lady Warriors, a couple of wins late on the season, vault them out of that bottom quarter of the bracket, and they'll face this 3-seeded Pinedale Wrangler team. Pinedale coming in at 17-4 overall. They finished 7-3 in the 3A West. For the Lady Warriors, they were 8-14 overall, 2-8 in 3A West play. These two teams matched up one time earlier this season. It was a 35-27 victory for Pinedale, but it was tight all the way throughout. Just one of those knock them down, drag them out, ugly kind of basketball games that almost went the way of the Lady Warriors. They'll want to do the same today. They don't want to get into a shootout. They don't want to end up being in a position where they're trying to chase down this Pinedale team. These opening 4 minutes of the game, opening 4 minutes of the second half, I believe are going to be crucial to the entire game script here today for the Lady Warriors. If they can get out to a good, consistent start, be patient, don't turn the ball over a lot. Last game, you'll hear head coach Mark Mortimer talk about it, turned it over 9 times in the opening quarter, so they want to avoid that and get out to kind of a little bit more solid ground to start this contest out. Pinedale does boast some scoring potential. Erica Wilson out there averaging well into double digits. A couple of other players dumping in plenty of points for this Pinedale team. They've played it tough throughout the season. Again, only 4 losses so far in the season, but they have played a number of close games, so the Lady Warriors will look to just kind of stay right there in the rearview mirror, and if they can be on the front foot, that's great, but just get it down into those final 8 minutes, those final 4 minutes, and if you're right there with a chance to victory, all of a sudden the pressure really starts to stack up on the higher-seeded Pinedale Lady Wranglers, sitting at the 3 seed overall. Lady Warriors, the 6 seed overall. We're going to step away again here on the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate Pregame Show. We're about 25 minutes or so from the opening tap here from the home of the Bulldogs in the 3A West Regional Tournament here, 2026 edition. Keep it tuned to the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate Pregame Show. On the other side, we have our visit with Worland Lady Warrior head coach Mark Mortimer. This is Worland Lady Warrior basketball, streaming live via the Pregame Broadcasting Network. Every Warrior needs the support of their Shield. Thank you to the following Shield members: Bighorn Federal Savings Bank, 1006 Bighorn Avenue in Worland, 347-6196. Bryant Honey Incorporated in Worland, Pure Wyoming Honey and Pollination Services. Sage Creek Land and Cattle Company, food from our family farm to your family table for over 100 years. War Paint, custom design warrior gear. Find them on Facebook or online at warpaint.com. Add your strength to the Shield today. Contact Jordan McCamey at McCameyBroadcasting@gmail.com or call or text 307-431-1468 today. The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition. Are you searching for a Wyoming local general contractor for your next home improvement or new home construction? Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland should be your first call. From concrete to roofing and everything in between. New builds, renovations, additions, custom projects, and more. Call Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland, 307-431-6541. Welcome back inside the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate Pregame Show. Jordan McCamey alongside you, now joined by Worland Lady Warrior head coach Mark Mortimer. Coach, we're here at the 3A West Regional at Lovell High School opening game, repeat of a year ago, taking on the Pinedale Lady Wranglers. What's the feelings like? What are the emotions like here for the Lady Warriors coming into this opening round?
We had a great week of practice. The kids are excited to get this game again. We played so well at home, and then, free throws kind of extended the game late when it was a one-possession game with about 6 minutes left. So anything can happen here on day one. I know lots of times those high seeds sometimes overlook 6, 7, 8 game, and I hope they didn't do that, or I hope they did. Either one, we're going to come out and play great today, and this should be an awesome game.
Coach, you talk about that game back at home in January against Pinedale, 35-27 loss for the Lady Warriors, kind of one of those games they managed to ugly up, make it a little bit physical. Is that going to have to be the same story today? Want to avoid the shootout potentially here with the Pinedale team that has some scoring capability?
Yeah, absolutely. We, the game plan, the mindset is to be physical like we have the last few weeks, and you can't let one kid beat you. And so they have a really good player in Erica Wilson, and we have to shut her down like we did the first time we played. She's going to see lots of doubles, triples, whatever we can throw at her without the refs, seeing anything with 6 or 7 kids on the court. But the game plan is be physical to begin with.
How much positivity maybe came out of that game against Cody? I know that the final scoreboard make it look like it was a tough night, but there were stretches of that game felt like you were going toe-to-toe with the number 1 team in the state.
All we talked about was the second quarter. We outscored them 14-8 or something crazy in that quarter, and that's the kind of team that we have. If we can just put 4 quarters together, we've had some great games this season that weren't consistent enough. We played 2 really good quarters, 3 really good quarters, but good teams know how to finish the game and play 4 quarters, and that's what we're going to have to do today.
On the offensive side for the Lady Warriors, they're looking maybe for a little bit more patience here against Pinedale, or is it maybe that kind of same mentality against Cody where get that good look, take it on, and get back on the defensive side?
Let's get the good look. But we got ourselves into a lot of trouble that first game by trying to force the ball into the post. They turned us over 9 times in the half court in that first quarter, which was a quarter that, you make 2 or 3 shots instead of having those passes go the other way in transition. So, be patient as far as get the ball around the perimeter, take the shots. We're shooting well right now, but don't force it inside. Don't give them easy buckets in transition.
Jordan McCamey joined by Worland Lady Warrior head coach Mark Mortimer as the Lady Warriors and Lady Wranglers get set to open the 3A West Regional. Coach, any final thoughts on this one before we head to regional action here at the Lady Warriors looking for an upset?
I wish I still had some eligibility, but I don't think I would even play on my own team. So we're excited to go here, and we look forward to people if they can make the trip. But if not, we hope they're all listening to you today. Thanks, Jordan.
Head coach Mark Mortimer there as the Worland Lady Warriors and Pinedale Lady Wranglers getting into their final warm-ups here from Lovell High School. 3A West Regional action minutes away. Keep it tuned to the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Yep, we even sell sunglasses now.
Tool tote, check. Tape measure, check. Impact driver, check. Oakley sunglasses, check. Built to fix, built to flex. And you can find it all at Ace, the helpful place.
Refreshing wild cherry cola meets smooth cream. The treat you deserve. Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. Treat yourself.
New Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Try it now. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola.
And we're back live from Lovell High School 3A West Girls Regional Tournament rematch from a year ago. Worland Lady Warriors, Pinedale Lady Wranglers. Last year it was a 58-24 victory for Pinedale Lady Warrior team. A little bit different this year. Their regular season matchup saw Pinedale beat Worland at home 35-27. Some late free throws stretched that game. It was a one-possession game with as little as 2.5 minutes left, so the Lady Warriors will come in this one feeling like they can compete. Again, they're coming off a game against Cody. Again, the final score got swelled up. Cody did end up hitting 11 threes in that game, but there were stretches of the second, third, and fourth quarters where the Lady Warriors were kind of going toe-to-toe with the Phillies, who are the number one team in the state and the odds-on favorite for the 3A Girls State Championship game. So the Lady Warriors coming off that game in a good practice week, as head coach Mark Mortimer talked about. I think the Lady Warriors will come out in this one, get some good energy if they can take care of the basketball early, maybe get a couple of those shots to go down as well. They hit 4 threes last Thursday night in the regular season finale, one of their highest totals of the season. Not saying they have to get 5, 6, or 7 tonight, but if they could get 4, if you could sign them up for 4 threes right now, I think the Lady Warriors would book that and feel pretty good about it here against the Pinedale Lady Wranglers. Let's go inside of this matchup quickly here as we look at the final version of the stats here in the 3A girls season in terms of scoring. Worland found themselves 12th overall, averaged about 40 points per game. Pinedale, a little bit more efficient on the offensive side, 6th overall, averaging 50 points per contest. Teams shooting overall, Worland right in the middle of the conference at 34.5%, sitting number 7. Pinedale, a couple of spots above them at 38.7 difference. Pinedale shooting about 27% from the outside. Lady Warriors did bump their three-point shooting percentage up to about 20% from the field, had fallen as low as about 17.5%. But one stat to keep an eye on, Pinedale very good inside the three-point arc, about 48% from the field. Lady Warriors sitting about 40% from the field, so going to need Lily Richardson for when she gets those paint touches to be good around the blocks. And Lady Warriors are going to have to knock down some mid-range shots, and we talked about those threes going, and the Lady Warriors will have to find a couple of those shots going down here on this opening round game on a Thursday from Lovell High School. Lady Warriors still top rebounding team in the state, averaging about 31 per game. Pinedale right in the middle of the conference, 29 per game. Lady Warriors averaging about 12 offensive rebounds per game. Throughout the season, that hasn't necessarily led to more offense or second chance shots, but that is a stat that when it comes to the postseason, when these are just one-off games, I mean, the teams are 0-0. Yes, their final regular season records are what they are, but right now it's 0-0. If you can go on the weekend, if you can finish it 2-2, even if you get that 4 seed, if you get that second win before that second loss, you're heading down to the state tournament in Casper, Wyoming, and all you're going to say is we're looking for a chance. The Lady Warriors on the defensive side, they've surrendered about 48 points per game. Pinedale a little stingier, only surrendering about 37 points per game on the season. So again, on paper, there's some gaps between these two teams, but we've already seen it in live action. It's fun to talk about what could happen. That's what us talking heads likes to do, but we've seen it on the floor. These two teams played a competitive one in Worland. This one, little added pressure. It is the West Regional, you know. That first loss puts you right on the brink, but here, if the Lady Warriors can play loose, I feel like they're playing with the freedom here today. It was kind of the same story as last year. They're playing with the freedom. The Wranglers, they have some sights set on competing down in Casper, trying to make a impact of their own. So the Lady Warriors should find themselves in a, what do you call, more comfortable position. Hopefully they can get that to work here in this opening 3A West Girls Regional game from Lovell High School. That's our look inside of the matchup. Again, looking at the scoring, we talked about the two scores for each of these teams. They find themselves in the top 10 of state scoring overall. For the Lady Warriors, it's Kat Navarro. She's averaging about 14 points per game on the season. Erica Wilson averaging about 17 points per game on the season. Those are the two leading scorers. They're going to have to get the offense going today for the Lady Warriors. I think the secondary scoring, it's really going to need to come from the likes of Lily Richardson, Maddie Robertson, get some of those 3 looks for Kennedy Bassett, Annie Page. She's just kind of had an up and down season offensively, always plays hard out there. If she can find a way to get that 8 to 12 points, that could be really big for the Lady Warriors. So this one, again, should be a fun one, and it's the postseason. Like we said, 0-0. Those are the records. You're looking to win 2 before you lose 2. That's our look inside of the matchup. We'll take another break here on the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show. On the other side, we'll get into our Lady Warrior Keys to Game, wrap up the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show. Then it's the national anthem. Then starting lineups and the opening tip brought to you by the Northern Wyoming News. This is Worland Lady Warrior Basketball on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. Every Warrior needs the support of their Shield. Thank you to the following Shield members: Bighorn Federal Savings Bank, 1006 Bighorn Avenue in Worland, 347-6196. Bryant Honey Incorporated in Worland, Pure Wyoming Honey and Pollination Services. Sage Creek Land and Cattle Company, food from our family farm to your family table for over 100 years. War Paint, custom designed warrior gear. Find them on Facebook or online at warpaint.com. Add your strength to the Shield today. Contact Jordan McKamey at McKameyBroadcasting@gmail.com or call or text 307-431-1468 today. Swing Trucking is a family-owned and operated company in Worland, Wyoming, offering trucking services for a host of industries. They have done extensive work in Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, and Colorado, as well as surrounding Rocky Mountain states for the past 70 years. Their modern and up-to-date equipment allows them to provide full-service solutions for their customers' needs, from start to completion. Swing Trucking, 347-4161. Swing Trucking is a proud supporter of McKamey Broadcasting and Worland High School Athletics. The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition. McGarvin Moberly Construction Company in Worland is a leader in road construction and service. They stand by their core values: integrity, commitment, quality, and execution. For over 60 years, when a project needs done right, on time, and on budget, the first choice is McGarvin Moberly Construction. This construction giant is a pillar of the Worland community and supports its local athletes. McGarvin Moberly Construction in Worland, 1001 U.S. Highway 20, 307-347-4268. Go Warriors! Welcome back inside the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show. McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland. Get a hold of them at 307-347-4271 or find them online at worlandwio.com. Their inventory and more information online. Our pregame show just about to come to a conclusion here. Let's jump into our Lady Warrior keys to the game here this morning against the Pinedale Lady Wranglers. 3 of them for you. Number 1, limit early turnovers. We talked about that first game. Lady Warriors turned it over 9 times in the opening quarter. Got to avoid that early on. Number 2, take on the open shot. The Lady Warriors, they don't want to get lackadaisical or take long in the half-court offense. They don't want to just keep operating. Give Pinedale a chance to maybe get one of those steals and get those breakout buckets. Take on the open shot. If it's a good one, take it on, get back on the defensive side. And the last one, strong on the interior. That talks both offensively and defensively. The Lady Warriors, they tried to get at the interior down to Lily in the opening game in Worland. They got the ball taken away quite a bit down in there. So when you get the ball, got to be strong with it, holding the ball high, keep it away from those active hands of the Pinedale Lady Wranglers. And on the defensive side, limit those second chance opportunities. Prove why you're one of the best rebounding teams in the state. Limit those second chances. Clean up the boards defensively. Those are our Lady Warrior keys to the game. 3 of them. Limit early turnovers. Take on the open shot. And strong on the interior. That's going to do it for our McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. Make sure you support those who support us. McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate online at worlandwio.com or give them a call, 307-347-4271. Talk to one of their talented real estate specialists. It's time now for the national anthem here in Lovell as we say goodbye to the pregame show. On the other side, it's the national anthem, then starting lineups, and the opening tap brought to you by the Northern Wyoming News in Worland. National Anthem went out here at Level High School via their concert choir. So deliver the National Anthem as the flag raises back here above midcourt. It is now time for our starting lineups presented by the Northern Wyoming News in Worland. The Northern Wyoming News, find them online at yodaily.com. Online subscriptions available. Weekly print publications on Thursday. Local, regional, national news, classifieds, dedicated sports section, and more. The Northern Wyoming News in Worland. Starting lineups are going to look this way here for these two squads. First, for the Pinedale Lady Wranglers, will be number 5, Alexis White. Number 13 is Taven Odom. Number 20, Macy Antonio. Number 22 is Claire Thonhoff. And number 33, their leading scorer, Erica Wilson. For the Lady Warriors, they remain unchanged here from the last month or so. It'll be number 3, Kat Navarro. Number 11, Maddie Robertson. Number 12 is Emma Glanz. Number 15, Annie Page. And number 30 is Lily Richardson. Lady Warriors in their away blacks, orange numbers, white trim, Worland across the front. Pinedale in the home whites, orange and green numbers with green and orange trim, and Wranglers across the front of those jerseys. Those are our starting lineups presented here by the Northern Wyoming News, and now we head towards center court for the Northern Wyoming News opening tip-off. Again, the Lady Warriors and Lady Wranglers. Lady Warriors a 6 seed. Lady Wranglers a 3 seed. A trip to the 3A West Regional semifinals tomorrow on the line. The winner there, the loser down into the consolation bracket and into the loser out game tomorrow at 9 a.m. Both teams trying to avoid a pair of 9 a.m. games. Opening tip, tapped back by Richardson, but taken down by the Lady Wranglers of Pinedale High School. They'll operate here. Onto the left-hand side here, Wilson has control of it on top. Bounce it back outside. Wilson thought about the 3, now looks to the interior, goes to the baseline, swings it around, wide open on the backside, rip to the inside, reach in foul by Navarro. Going to send the Lady Wranglers to the free throw line quickly, and that's Macy Antonio going to the line there. Wilson, she drove down that right baseline, freed up Antonio on the backside, swung the pass there across the blocks, and Navarro tried to block it away but got the reach-in foul. Antonio fires and rattles in and out, no good on the first attempt. 7:41 up on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Our live video coverage here today brought you by a number of sponsors. Right now it's the Bunkers Golf Simulators in Worland as Antonio gets the scoring start in this one. 1 of 2 trip there. Lady Warriors looking to break the pressure here, and Navarro had it taken away right at midcourt here. Lady Warriors an early turnover now. Settle back into the defensive side. And Wilson with it. Into the corner here for White. Top it goes back to Antonio. She drives, runs into the tree down there. Lily Richardson an early block, and Robertson there to clean up the rebound. Page has it now. Lady Warriors first offensive set. Here goes Navarro, stepping downhill, lost it low, now fighting for it, and taken away by Thonhoff, and the Lady Wranglers 2 takeaways here in the opening moments. Skip it across Antonio. Into the corner it goes now. Back up top for Wilson. She'll kick it right corner. 3 on the way, and it's a little bit off. No good from White, and another good rebound on the inside, this time by Annie Page. Lady Warriors into the front court. Blocking foul by Wilson there as she stood in front of Annie Page. Little more than a minute gone by now. 1-0 Pinedale Lady Wranglers here in the feel-out moments of this opening round fight. Ball bounced in for Navarro on the Lady Warriors. We talked about it, looking to avoid these turnovers. That's 3 of them already in the opening minute 18 of the game here. So the Lady Warriors just trying to settle into this one. Good pressure from Pinedale that time. Wilson driving, kick out into the corner for White. Drop it inside. Wilson, ball's loose. Lady Warriors cook up a steal of their own there as they blocked up the interior, muddied up in there, and take the ball away and drive into the front court. Navarro drifts off to her right-hand side. Motion from the Lady Warriors. Page holding high, bounces in the corner for Robertson. Back up top for Navarro. Quick touch for Glanz. She'll work around a couple of screens, look to go to the baseline. Lost control, needs some help. Bounces it here for Page, bailed her out. Inside it goes for Richardson. Dribbles, puts up the shot across the middle, up and good. Lady Warriors' first shot of the game is up and good, and now looked like White took a tumble there on the floor, so we're going to get an injury timeout here quickly, and She's going to stay down just momentarily. Hopefully White will be okay. We'll take a step away. 2-1 Lady Warriors in the early going on the Pregame Broadcasting Network. Having trouble hearing the roar of the engine? Let DPS help breathe life back into her again. Power, performance, and great customer service is at the heart of diesel pickup specialists in Worland. Stop into their beautiful shop at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland for all your diesel service needs. Whether it's roughnecks needing to get back onto the job site, solving... Appreciate all our sponsors, including DPS in Worland. Didn't have time to get in that full stretch. Wasn't sure how long White was going to stay down. She was helped off the floor, but mostly under her own powers. The Lady Warriors put out a little full court pressure of their own. Trying to get it to Wilson, finally able to get it there. She'll try to work up here to the sideline, running out of time, and that's going to be a timeout taken by head coach Jeremy LeBeau and the Pinedale Lady Wranglers. 2-1 it remains. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Lady Warriors on top in the early moments here on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard on the Pregame Broadcasting Network. McGarvin Moberly Construction Company in Worland is a leader in road construction and service. They stand by their core values: integrity, commitment, quality, and execution. For over 60 years, when a project needs done right, on time, and on budget, the first choice is McGarvin Moberly Construction. This construction giant is a pillar of the Worland community and supports its local athletes. McGarvin Moberly Construction in Worland, 1001 U.S. Highway 20, 307-347-4268. Go Warriors! Welcome back inside of Lovell High School. Timeout taken there by the Lady Wranglers. Almost ran into that 10-second violation. Lady Warriors will back off most of the pressure here. Bassett into the game. She's trying to defend Wilson up top. Now the ball launched forward into the hands of Thonhoff. Back up top here for the Lady Wranglers and Wilson. Taven Odom in the game. Wilson to the backside again. Recollect across the middle for the Lady Wranglers. Up and good there across the middle. I believe that was Antonio again. She's been open a couple of times as the Lady Wranglers take the lead back and then take the ball back. Wilson going downhill. Ran out of room here on the right block. Kicks it outside for Taven Odom, driving to the free throw line. She's bottled up there. Thonhoff with it now. Antonio in the right corner. She'll go baseline, throw it high for Wilson. Little dribble drive to the right. Stops, kicks out right wing here for Thonhoff. Got inside the paint. Now outside is Odom, driving there, and a foul. It's going to be a foul on the floor, and looks like it's going to go against Emma Glanz. Second on the Lady Warriors. And change coming in here as Odom comes out, and Bodie Walker checks into the game. All in now for Thonhoff. She'll move it for Wilson. Drives left, step back there, now kicks it right side for White. Trying to get it to the block there. A nice job by Bassett. She is able to take it away and tied it up, and it'll be Lady Warrior basketball. Head coach LeBeau, the Pinedale Lady Wranglers wanted to travel, but the officials saw the tie-up before any movement on the floor. Good hustle by Bassett. She's putting her body on the line here in the early going. Lady Warriors again looking for the press break. Intercepted by Wilson. To the hoop she goes. Shot up no good and fouled. She'll head to the line, so the Lady Warriors still having trouble breaking this press, and quickly 2 fouls on Emma Glanz. So she's going to come out of the game with Kat Navarro coming in. Kat and Glanz, the only 2 tagged for fouls. Second, third, and fourth free throws coming here. First of the day for Wilson. She eyes the target and hits. Stretch the lead to 2, 4-2 in the early going. Bassett comes to the sideline actually for Navarro, so they'll keep Emma in the game. Just got to be disciplined defensively as Wilson set to fire number 2 on the way. Looks a little bit short and is. Fight for the rebound. Page is able to grab it down there for the Lady Warriors. And now Glanz jogs into the front court. Robertson to the inside for Glanz. Back for Robertson. Maddie open for 3, and she hits it. Rips the Washkey Cinemas 3 from downtown. The Lady Warriors grab the lead back, and the first 3 up and good for Maddie Robertson. 5-4 Lady Warriors Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. That's got to feel good to see that one go through the hoop. Down low, blocked away by Richardson again as she turns away. Tayana White down low. It'll stay with the Lady Wranglers. Good job inside the blocks there by Richardson so far. She's been kind of the prowling big presence down low. Lady Wranglers bring Odom back into the game, and she gets it from Wilson. Wilson, good recovery that time by Glanz. Now for Odom. She'll drive, taken away by the Lady Warriors. Good defense again. A little sticky defense there from the Lady Warriors. Force it away from the Lady Wranglers here as Worland operates in the front court left. Give back for Robertson. Odom closing out quickly that time as Page wants it here. Felt a little mismatch and then almost throws it away here between her and Wilson, and it's to the top. Ball going to the inside and saved there by the Wranglers, so they get a steal of their own. Lady Warriors couldn't quite settle into the half-court offense that time around. Wilson behind the back dribble here, steps out, kicks it into the left wing now for Walker. Swing it back around. White to the right side for Odom. Skip it all the way across for Wilson. She'll dribble, now look to drive, runs into a couple of Lady Warriors, has to throw it to the middle, able to get it to White. That was dangerous area there. Good defense by Richardson. Couple of players on the floor. Shot went up, a little bit of a wild one, and Richardson has the dribble and gets it back across now for the Lady Warriors. Navarro, good job there by the Lady Warriors. Break some pressure. Richardson to the inside, turn around across the middle, little too strong there, and rebounded by Pinedale. Good quick offense, though, from the Lady Warriors. I like that look for Richardson. Ball taken away again now by Page. Lady Warriors defense paying dividends here in the opening quarter. 2:48 left in it. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard 5-4 Lady Warrior lead. As Page spins down the baseline, bumps it inside for Richardson. Lost the handle there. He had it poked away, and they say it was a travel there. It looked like she had it poked out of her hands, and it came down to the ground, but they say that she took that second step before putting the round ball on the hardwood there. So despite the Lady Warriors turnover issues here in the opening quarter, they lead by 1. Now Wilson left wide open for 3. That one's short, though. Karams, though, into the hands of the Wranglers. Missed the second shot, though, and Richardson has the rebound as Thonhoff took it away. Now the ball high over top here for Navarro. She'll push the pace, try to go to the inside, and Wilson going to be tagged for her second foul. So Wilson, 2 fouls in the opening quarter. 2:17 to go. Head coach LeBeau going to keep Wilson in the game. Trusts her to stay out of foul trouble as Navarro will bounce it in here for Richardson. Has a player up top, gets it there for Donahue, just checked in. Now Navarro dribbles to the baseline, puts up a little running float shot, no good. Right back into the hands of Richardson, too strong. Lady Warriors fighting for it across the middle. Shot up, fouled into the line. Goes Lily Richardson. Great effort on the inside as that foul is going to go against Bodie Walker. Didn't see head coach Mark Mortimer make that guard change there with Donahue coming in. Glanz checked out, but she's quickly right back to the table as Richardson can't connect on the first. See if she can make it 1-2 as Robertson will come out for Glanz. So Maddie's first break here. Lily set to fire again. This one looks better and is. Lady Warriors on top 6-4 here with just about 2 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Been a game of turnovers here, both teams, and getting steals as Odom has it. Kick it out for Wilson. Wilson through the middle, stops at the free throw line, has to find its way to Antonio. That's actually Thonhoff back for Wilson. She'll try a 3 again. That one's off the right angle, no good. And Page has the rebound, still have the dribble, kicks it out now for Glanz. Holds things up across the middle of the floor there. Good patience from the Lady Warrior guard. Now go for Navarro. They gambled for the steal. Get it now for Donahue. She's in some trouble. Find it for Page. Goes up against contact. And then Richardson to the inside. Has it again. And fouled on the floor. Lady Warriors working hard on the offensive glass here. And that's going to be a foul against Walker. That's her second and the fourth on the Wranglers. Next one puts the Lady Warriors into the bonus. Baseline inbounds play coming now. Ball comes in for Navarro. Now a quick touch for Donahue. She'll dribble, go to the inside, find it for Page. She'll snap off a 3. That one's just off the back angle. But there's Donahue with the rebound. Player ends up on the deck for Pinedale. Back for Page. Lost it on the collection. Now Richardson has it. Dribbles to the middle. Good little post move there. Banker up and good. Lily Richardson. Fancy footwork there for the big down the middle. And she cashes in on another Lady Warrior offensive rebounding party down low. And the Lady Warriors stretch the lead to 4, 8-4. 3 on the way again for the Wranglers. Airballed it too strong there and glands in the backcourt. Lady Warriors need to provide some help. Find it now for Donahue. She'll come into the front court straight away. Now give it off for Glands, and Lady Warriors settle into the offense. Glands dumps it now for Page. Got to the left block, ran out of room. Now back for Navarro. Across it goes for Glands. Another gamble on a steal. Little 5-on-4 now. As Donahue has it back, she'll pull up, mid-range jumper. Line drive is up and good. Donahue knocks in her first shot from the field. And the Lady Warriors feeling it in the opening quarter. 10 points already. They're up by 6 with 20 seconds to go here in the opening frame. Wilson wants to get going. Finds it here to the right side now for Odom. Ran out of room. Kick it all the way across. 3 on the way again for the Wranglers. That one's no good. 9 seconds to go. Lady Warriors can hustle out of this play here. Navarro at midcourt. Wilson there. Lady Warriors chance to get a shot up. Navarro. She's going all the way downhill, all the way to the hoop. Shot up, no good, and that's the end of the quarter. Number 1 in the books. Lady Warriors take a 10-4 advantage into the second frame on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Lady Warrior basketball rolls on next on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. Having trouble hearing the roar of the engine? Let DPS help breathe life back into her again. Power, performance, and great customer service is at the heart of diesel pickup specialists in Worland. Stop into their beautiful shop at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland for all your diesel service needs. Whether it's roughnecks needing to get back onto the job site, solving your agricultural hauling needs, or those looking to unlock everything their truck can do, DPS has the professional personnel, latest technology, and expertise to get you back on the road again. Diesel pickup specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com. A positive opening quarter for the Lady Warriors find them leading 10-4 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. The Lady Wranglers will see how they settle into quarter number 2 here as they come out with Wilson, Odom, Antonio, Thonhoff, as well as White. Back to the starting 5. Drive to the inside. Wilson in the right corner. Lady Warriors bodying up there. Wilson dives inside, puts up a banker too strong. Good defense again by the Lady Warriors. Made it tough on Wilson. She got to the inside, but a lot of traffic in there as the Lady Warriors drive ahead with Glands. Hands it off now for Page. Maybe a little different defensive look here as the Wranglers are hanging all over Page there. Kept the 5 count on for a while as Glands now drives to the right side. Dumps it inside for Richardson. One collection dribble. Kick it out. Page in the corner again for 3. That one's too strong. Got her own rebound. Settles. Drives to the left block and puts it up and good with the left hand. Good seal off by Glands on the inside. The Lady Warriors on top by 8, 12-4. They're operating well on the offensive side. Look a lot more comfortable. Another 3 on the way. Another air ball here for the Lady Wranglers. That one's no good by Thonhoff. Easy backside rebound for Page. She'll drive to the right-hand side, try to take on Thonhoff here. Ran out of room. Now it's Glands. She'll take a 3. That one's off, no good. Richardson to the inside. Robertson has the rebound. Dump it back inside to Lilly. Has room. Turns on the block. Up, no good, but fouled. And if this one's on Wilson, that's her 3rd, and it's not, fortunately, there for Pinedale. That one goes against Antonio. The Lady Warriors have been offensive rebounding warriors so far here in the opening 9+ minutes of this one as Richardson makes her 2nd trip to the free throw line. Lilly already 6 points here. Head coach Mark Mortimer must have a talk with his big about her needing to show up in this game because she has been everywhere, has not taken a moment out of this game so far. Just a break at the quarter as the second one gets the shooter's roll. It's all going Lily Richardson's way. And it's a 10-point lead for the Lady Warriors, 14-4. Driving left now, Wilson, she wants a 3, and that one in and out. That was halfway down before it spit out. Now the Lady Warriors on the run out. Page here, she'll drive, take on Wilson, up and good, but she stuttered the feet there as Wilson got back, and Wilson couldn't challenge the shot because with those 2 fouls, but Page just took that little shuffle step after the jump stop, and that's what led to the turnover there. Lady Warriors almost got that fast break point. As Odom drives to the inside, throws up a wild shot, no good. Richardson there. The Wranglers want a whistle. That one a little bit of pressure, a little bit of contact, but mostly initiated by Odom. As Glenn steps to the inside, dumps it over the top here for Page. She goes up and good. They're going to work on Wilson because she's got 2 fouls, and Lady Warriors early on with a 12-point advantage here. 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Wilson drives behind the back dribble to the backside, tipped away and stolen again by the Lady Warriors. Robertson slows things up and kicks it back for her guards there. Good patience from the Lady Warriors, number 11. Glans for Navarro. Back for Navarro, straight away, drives, kicks right side. Page says, I'll take a 3. That one's off, no good. And Wilson on the backside finally gets a rebound away from the Lady Warriors, but then throws up a baseball pass that's intercepted at 3/4 court, and Glans takes it out of the hands of Robertson. Now here goes Navarro down the lane, takes on some contact, a lot of contact, got her own rebound. Now a fight for it on the inside, ripped away by the Lady Wranglers there. Here comes Pinedale that way, driving all the way to the hoop, bounce it off now to the inside, shot up, no good on the push shot, and Richardson has the rebound, and can't be taken away there by Thonhoff across the middle. Lady Warriors back the other way. Navarro's open. Mid-range jumper on the way. Too strong. Backside rebound. Page. Hook shot. No. Richardson has a rebound and a reach-in foul there by Pinedale. It's going to go against Haven Odom. And the Lady Warriors are playing with confidence here as Richardson takes a breath here. I mean, she's got to get a little break here at some point for head coach Mortimer. You don't want to take her out because she's been so effective thus far. But definitely starting to feel the breaths there as that one came out a little bit line drive-ish for Lily, but maybe just decided that, you know what, need the full gas tank and it's worth spending it here in this 9 a.m. game. As the Wranglers bring in Tiana White, the sideline goes Odom. Richardson second, looks a little bit better but falls off the right-hand side, no good. So no 2 trip there. Lady Warriors got to get back defensively. Full timeout for head coach Jeremy LeBeau and the Pinedale Lady Wranglers. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, Worland Lady Warriors 16, Pinedale Lady Wranglers 4 here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Having McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland are more than just realtors. Just ask Jake and Landy Bollinger. What drew you to McGarvin and Taylor?
And the way that she treated my family, and my extended family, like her own family. We felt like family, weren't just a client at that point.
Once you found your home, did they make the rest of the process easy?
The bank we worked through for our loan, built great relationships there. It was smooth and quick and really kind of painless, honestly.
Yeah.
How have they continued their service after the sale?
Gas actually got shut off a week after we were in the house, and so we didn't have gas, and it was really cold that weekend. And a knock on the door, and here's Laura with some heaters for us, and a little bit later, here comes Kitty walking in with more heaters for us.
Any last thoughts or special sentiments?
We just feel like that they were put in our life for a reason, and they're going to be long life friends.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland, 701 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-4271, or visit them on the web at worlandwyo.com. Teams break out of the timeout here. Gotta imagine see something different from Pinedale. Head coach LeBeau had his team focused in. He was down on the floor and said, we got to get going here as Wilson drives past Bassett. Now kicks to the right side, quickly driving into the corner. Driving goes Antonio. She has it taken away again. Rose to her feet, and the Lady Warriors were there in a swarm and take it away again. Another steal. And now Glans gives it for Robertson. Quickly for Bassett. Lady Warriors patience here as Robertson holds high. Kick now for Page maybe as Robertson nearly lost it. Needs some help. Finds it now for Bassett. Skip it across for Page. Shot fake there. Turns almost poked away, but Bassett's there to pick up the pieces. Keeps it strong there. Now Robertson drives to the right baseline. Turns there to the inside. Shot up, and a 3-second call across the middle is going to see the Lady Warriors turn it over. So they say that Richardson camped out a little too long there for the Lady Warriors. 4:14 to go in the half. Lady Warriors holding the Wranglers to 4 points here in about the opening 12 minutes. As Wilson has it, looking to kind of take control of this game if she can. Steps forward, take on a straightaway 3. In and out, no good, and she fell to the floor there as Richardson has it tied up. Should be Lady Warrior basketball. They did fix the possession arrow, so Richardson, another strong rebound. The Lady Warriors have it. They'll have to break this full court press, though. That's been the advantage for the Lady Warriors of misses so often by Pinedale as they haven't been able to set up this press as Bodie Walker comes back into the game. Ball going to come in for Page. Quickly back now for Navarro. Now give Robertson. Navarro, she'll dribble. Crossover now. Rises high, gets it here for Page. Annie drives, shot fake. To the block she goes, up and good! A muscle move from Page to the inside. She's got 6 in the quarter, and a lead stretched to 14, 18-4. Ball on the outside now with White. Another 3 on the way. This one finally goes through for Alexis White. So the first 3 down now for the Lady Wranglers comes here with 3:25 to go in this second quarter as Navarro breaks past the pressure. She'll drive left, get it for Bassett. Drives to the right, ran out of room, now dumps it outside for Page. To the inside it went for Robertson, lost it through her hands, but Lady Warriors retain. Now get it inside for Richardson. Back out Robertson, shot fake there, got a player to leave their feet, hook shot up, no good. Richardson fight for the rebound, there it comes down for Navarro, mid-range jumper, no, and the Wranglers have the rebound here as Wilson will push the pace here up the middle of the floor. White with it, back with it, she'll try to make it 2 in a row, that one banks home. It was a bad shot choice, but found the angle there off the glass, so back-to-back threes cuts the lead down to 8, 18-10. Lady Warriors see the pressure valve release here from the Lady Wranglers. See if they can settle it and better the offense here as Navarro keeps it away from the defense of the Wranglers. Bassett, shot fake from the outside, pulls up mid-range. Good from 15. And Kennedy Bassett with her first bucket of the day. And the lead back out to double digits for the Lady Warriors, 20-10. Into the right corner it goes now for Odom. Picks up the dribble, out of room, finds it, rifles it around. 3 in the corner for Walker. That one's too strong. Long rebound now for Navarro. She dribbles out of trouble, and now a timeout going to be called by head coach Mark Mortimer. He wants it. The Lady Warriors are running out with 2:05 to go. It's a full timeout for the Lady Warriors. They're on top 20-10 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Back after this on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. 30 seconds. Swing Trucking is a family-owned and operated company in Worland, Wyoming, offering trucking services for a host of industries. They have done extensive work in Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, and Colorado, as well as surrounding Rocky Mountain states for the past 70 years. Their modern and up-to-date equipment allows them to provide full-service solutions for their customers' needs, from start to completion. Swing Trucking, 347-4161. Swing Trucking is a proud supporter of McKamey Broadcasting and Worland High School Athletics. Come back here inside of Lovell High School as we're heading towards the back stretch of this first half. 2:05 to go. Lady Warriors 20, Lady Wranglers 10. Lady Warrior basketball out of the timeout. I expect they might see some pressure here from the Wranglers to start this inbounds play, but we'll see as Glanz will be guarded here near midcourt as Bassett throws it across the middle for Glanz. Up atop for Navarro. Now it's Donahue's checked into the game. Needs some help. Finds it up top in Glanz. She'll take on a 3. That one's short. Missed it all and hit the baseline out of play. Lady Warriors got through that pressure. Found themselves a good shot. Glanz just not quite enough air underneath it. As Lady Warriors are trying to pick up their defensive responsibilities here. To the inside goes Odom. A banker won't go, but an offensive rebound. Rare one here for the Lady Wranglers. To the hoop they go. Shot up, no good. Heading to the free throw line will be Taven Odom. Foul on the Lady Warriors going to go on number 2, Aiden Donahue. So back to the free throw line here for the Wranglers. Odom's first trip. They're 2 of 4 so far on the game from the free throw line. This one well short, almost crawled over though, as it just caught the top of the lip and bounced ahead, but out. Wilson back in, and Bodie Walker coming out as Page and Richardson come out, so that was the quick 0-2 hit there. Donahue remains in the game as Navarro and Robertson get a break. One more free throw to come here for Odom. Left the first one short. This one on the way looks better. A little bit strong, though, off the left-hand side. No good. Richardson has the rebound, finds it for Bassett, and then Glanz. Emma with 90 seconds to go here in the first half. Lady Warriors can be patient. Page has it, looking for a screen, goes straight away now for Bassett. They back off. She takes a spot up three. That one took a long look before it bounced off the front, no good. As they left Bassett open, is a great look again for the Lady Warriors. Wilson has it taken away by Donahue, but it's recovered there by Odom. Ball loose again into the hands of White. Now a three on the way again for White. She knocks it in, so the three ball has gotten the Wranglers back in the game, and all three of them from Alexis White. 54 seconds to go as Bassett wants the ball ahead. Got it against the pressure, picks up the dribble, finds its way to Glenn. See if the Lady Warriors can finish on a good note. Bounce it back for Bassett. Man, Page was open. Bassett will take on a three to answer, and she does! Bassett from outside left. Owashki Cinema's three-pointer as the Lady Warriors go back on top by 10. Lady Warriors needed that big bucket as Wilson goes downhill, ran into trouble. Blocking foul on the floor. It's going to be on the floor, though, as she is kicking it out to the left corner. Foul's going to go against Richardson. Her first. Lady Warriors first of the quarter. Inbounds play now here for the Wranglers. Come up top here for Odom. They're trying to free up on up. Nice taken away by Navarro. She poked it away there from White. She'll go all the way to the inside. Man, ton of contact there. Lady Warriors can't buy a whistle now all of a sudden. Quickly up the floor, it's to White. Settles to the inside, almost left her feet. Wilson for three. That one's no good. Fight for the rebound. Richardson had it to the inside. Should have been a travel. White goes up and good there. Lady Warriors, after getting the whistles, can't buy one here, and now up at the buzzer, no good from three-quarter court. Lady Warriors on top by 8 at the end of the half, 23-15 at the end of 2 quarters. A great opening half for the Lady Warriors. Got 16 more minutes of work to go, though. 23-15 Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Back with the Washki Prevention Coalition halftime show on the other side on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at King's Carpet One Floor and Home will make you feel right at home. They've been serving the entire Bighorn Basin for 30 years, and that means something. Shopping for flooring can be a daunting experience. Our certified floor and home consultants are here to guide you through the stress-free process. Now introducing Room by Room only at King's Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. King's Carpet One has flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. King's Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into King's Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement project. King's Carpet One in Worland, 735 Bighorn Avenue, 307-347-4225, or visit their website, kingscarpetoneworland.com.
And welcome inside the Washki Prevention Coalition halftime show. If you're just joining us, missed a competitive opening half of basketball. Lady Warrior defense was great. Offense got rolling. 23-15 Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Your score at the half. The Lady Warriors, they forced Pinedale into a lot of three-point shooting in that opening half. I believe it was 14 three-pointers attempted by Pinedale at opening half, and they were 3 of 14 from the field. Alexis White, the only player to make a three in that half for Pinedale. Lady Warriors got 2 of their own, 1 apiece from Robertson and Bassett. So the Lady Warriors are in a leading position after 2 quarters, but I'll tell you, I got to imagine the visit with the Pinedale Lady Wranglers and head coach Jeremy LeBeau. I can't imagine it's going to be a low decibel conversation at the halftime break. Frustration from both the head coach and players on the floor in that opening half of basketball. The Lady Warriors seemed to stay composed. They turned it over consistently in those opening few minutes, but they weathered that storm, and since then, they've just generated a lot of good looks. We'll see if they can continue to do the same in the second half. I imagine might see a little bit more of some zonal defense coming from Pinedale in half number 2, but we will see what the Lady Wranglers come up with. The Lady Warriors, you kind of just want to see if you can do the same thing in the second half. You're definitely going to have to react, but right now what you're doing is working, so there's no reason to try to change or be too much different from what you're doing when you've got a 23-15 lead over the 3-seeded Pinedale Lady Wranglers. And again, we looked at this match at the first time as 35-27 in favor of Pinedale. Knew the Lady Warriors could compete. They've been gelling, coming together. Chemistry's been getting better, and today it's just been the best version of the Lady Warriors since the opening weeks of the season back in 2025 when they opened up with 3 straight victories over 4A competition down in Casper. It's looked that good here for the Lady Warriors as they find themselves on top by 8 points, 23-15 here on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard on the Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show. We step away here momentarily on the other side. We'll get you the stat totals from half number 1 and continue to prep you for the second half to begin here in this 3A West Girls Regional Quarterfinal from Lovell High School. This is the Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show. Streaming live via YouTube, Facebook, the NFHS Network, and Huddle TV here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. Whether it's a night out with friends and loved ones or a special occasion, Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland is your destination. With their mouth-watering menu, full bar, and friendly service, this dining experience will top your list. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Located at 1485 Road 13 in Worland. For reservations, call 307-347-2695. Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland. Are you searching for a Wyoming local general contractor for your next home improvement or new home construction? Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland should be your first call. From concrete to roofing and everything in between. New builds, renovations, additions, custom projects, and more. Call Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland, 307-431-6541. The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition. And welcome back inside the Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show. The Lady Wranglers quickly out of the halftime locker room with about 5 minutes left on the halftime clock here. They're already out of the locker room. Lady Warriors still inside the locker room talking about second half preparations here from Lovell High School. This is the 3A West Regional Basketball Tournament. Again, we do want to take a moment to thank our live video sponsors making it possible here today. It's Frank and Sherry DeCrew. Appreciate them. Eugene Miller and Sons, Hughes Construction, the Bunkers Golf Simulators, and Keller Construction. They are all making this live video possible here in the postseason. Again, teams have to do their part and get to the state tournament, but we continue to look for more live video sponsors for next week. Obviously, if somehow the Lady Warriors or Warriors don't make the state tournament, we don't have any coverage down there, of course you wouldn't be liable for any kind of billing, but we love to, they say, rather be prepared than not. So we are looking for those live video sponsors for the state tournament as well. You can reach me at McKameyBroadcasting@gmail.com or by call or text 307-431-1468. Halftime score, Worland Lady Warriors 23, Pinedale Lady Wranglers 15. Let's see how we got there. We'll go into the halftime scoring summary for the Pinedale Lady Wranglers. 9 points for Alexis White, all coming from beyond the three-point arc. She is the leading scorer in the game and for the Pinedale Lady Wranglers. Just 3 points for Macy Antonio, 2 points for Tiana White, and a surprising 1 point for Erica Wilson. You have to expect for the Lady Warriors, you know that she's going to get some. Got to expect that Wilson's going to get back in the game. Probably not going to throw her into a 1 point game. Of course, that'll be the goal for the Lady Warriors, but you have to know that they're going to try to free her up a little bit more. Lady Warriors made it absolutely difficult on her, took on some challenging threes, some in-transition threes, even trying to get those going early. So the Lady Wranglers 2 of 6 from the free throw line in that half of basketball. For the Lady Warriors, 5 points for Kennedy Bassett, including 1 from the outside, 2 for Aiden Donahue, 3 for Maddie Roberts, and 6 for Annie Page, all in the second quarter, and 7 for Lily Richardson. The Lady Warriors 3 of 6 on the free throw line. Those are all free throw trips by Lily Richardson. They hit 2 Washkey Cinema threes, and again 3 of 6 from the free throw line here to give them that 23-15 halftime lead. Now again, you're going to look to just weather these opening minutes. The Lady Warriors, they'll want to get points of their own. They'll want to be dictating what's going on the offensive side, but You're going to expect an early punch from Pinedale. See if the Lady Warriors are going to be ready for it. Their defensive set has just made it difficult for what Pinedale likes to do. Yes, they can shoot the three. We talked about them. They're about 27% from the outside, so not an elite three-point shooting team, but they'll put up plenty in a game. The Lady Warriors have just really muddied up the waters in between the left and right blocks. They've made it difficult to get any dribble drives going. They've been defending great straight-up defense, and the ball does get down to the blocks, and they've been disciplined enough to not give up too many shooting fouls. Again, 6 free throws attempted by either team, and it's pretty even, 3 and 2 scored respectively for the Lady Warriors and the Lady Wranglers. It should be an entertaining second half. The Lady Warriors can't get too far ahead of yourself, though. You know, you got 16 more minutes of basketball. You just got to play it play by play, minute by minute. Don't be thinking about what could happen. Dictate what is going to happen through the play on the floor. That's going to do it for our Watch Prevention Coalition halftime show. Halftime score on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Worland Lady Warriors 23, Pinedale Lady Wranglers 15. Second half next on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland are more than just realtors. Just ask Jake and Landy Bollinger. What drew you to McGarvin and Taylor?
And the way that she treated my family, my extended family, like her own family. We felt like family. We weren't just a client at that point.
Once you found your home, did they make the rest of the process easy?
The bank we worked through for our loan, built great relationships there. It was smooth and quick and really kind of painless, honestly.
Yeah.
How have they continued their service after the sale?
Gas actually got shut off a week after we were in the house, and so we didn't have gas, and it was really cold that weekend. And a knock on the door, and here's Laura with some heaters for us, and a little bit later, here comes Kitty walking in with more heaters for us.
Any last thoughts or special sentiments?
We just feel like that they were put in our life for a reason, and they're going to be long life friends.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland, 701 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-4271, or visit them on the web at worlandwyo.com.
From the moment you...
All right, folks, coming back there. Again, appreciate our sponsors, DPS and King's Carpet 1 in Worland. Appreciate all those sponsors. Again, our live video sponsors, we talked about the Bunkers, who was up there, and now we're going to put up some of our other sponsors. Hughes Construction, another Zion Lutheran Church as well, providing some sponsorship coverage for us. We're ready for the second half now. The ball's inbounds now for the Pinedale Lady Wranglers as they'll get opening the offense here in the second half. Wilson trying to get freed up down the low left baseline. They'll kick it up top now into the hands of Antonio and around. Skip it right side now for Wilson. She goes baseline. Takes on a couple of players there. Antonio blocked away by Richardson. Lady Warriors, good patience by Robertson to wait for an outlet as the Lady Warriors get a stop on the opening defensive possession. As Navarro, she'll go right past Wilson to the block, but kicked it outside for Glanz. Over the top it goes now for Page. Inside, Robertson to the hoop, partially blocked there. Fight for the rebound now, and almost out of bounds goes to the Lady Wranglers, but they're able to collect it now and come into the front court straight away with Wilson. Kick it across for Aunt Odom. She'll drive. Into the right corner goes. Wide open for three is Thonhoff. Kick the front edge, no good. Fight for the rebound to the backside. The Wranglers get the rebound up and good. That time was Odom, and now the Lady Warriors got to deal with a little bit of full court pressure. And now it's with Glanz. Bounce it up ahead for Page and back for Glanz, and Lady Warriors break the pressure. Here goes Glanz downhill. All the way to the hoop, puts it up, no good, fouled. As Robertson had the backside rebound, Wilson helped her up there. Good sportsmanship out that time, and the foul's going to go against Macy Antonio, her second. 23-17, the game skinnied up a bit. The Lady Warriors in this one, they've led by as many as 14. The Wranglers led by 2 early on. 4 lead changes so far, but that's it as Glanz knocks down the first free throw. That's her first point of the day, and Navarro replaces Robertson there in the stack-up. One more on the way for Emma. On the way, little strong off the angle, no good. Backside rebound now for Odom. Gets it for Antonio. Lady Warriors take it away in the backcourt here as Page gets it. She'll drive all the way to the hoop. Left hand up and good. Lady Warriors a takeaway and a score for Page as she and Glanz combined on the takeaway. Quickly up the floor for Antonio. Skip it across now into the corner. 3 on the way. Quick trigger for White. No good. Richardson there with a strong rebound, and she is bumped in the backcourt, and it's the Lady Warriors basketball there as it's knocked away from her, but it'll go back to the Lady Warriors. So full court press will be put on here by the Wranglers. As White came out, didn't see who checked in for the Lady Wranglers, as Page gets it for Navarro. Back for Glanz. Quickly up the floor it goes for Robertson. Lady Warriors break the press again. Wait for Glanz to come up, set the offense, give for Navarro. She'll look for a driving lane. Now kicks it in the left corner for Page. Lady Warriors, patience again. Now Glanz. Emma going towards the inside, forced out. Robertson for Navarro. Quickly downhill she goes. She'll take it back and all the way down to the right block, up and good. Navarro bullies her way to the inside against Taven Odom. And the Lady Warriors have a couple of buckets here in the second half, and they go on top by 11, 28-17. Wilson picked up the dribble, needs some help. Tipped away by Navarro, almost taken away. Odom now driving to the right side, picks up a couple of screens. Now White picked up the dribble, looking for help. Ball goes up top. Thought about the three, did Fonhoff, but now it's back outside. Wilson driving to the left elbow and then spinning through the middle. She traveled with it there. Too much traffic. Great defense on the Lady Warriors. I told you, they've just been filling up the middle of the floor here in this one and just denying any way forward on the dribble drives for Wilson. She's a great ball handler, but so far the Lady Warriors' defensive pressure has just been paying dividends as Page has it quickly across now for Navarro. She'll drive into the front court left, go past Odom, now looking into the corner, bounce it out for Glanz. Skip it across, Robertson open for a three, on the way, online, no good. Richardson, a backside rebound, has it taken away, but fouled instead, so it'll stay with the Lady Warriors. Good offensive rebound from Richardson. Foul, is that on Antonio again? No, that's on the, there is no number 30. That's got to be on Antonio, number 20. But we'll see. So the ball comes in now for Page. Pulls up, mid-range jumper for Annie's no good, but there's Richardson on the backside as Wilson goes to the deck, and now it's going to be a jump ball there. Good work between Richardson and Wilson there, but the foul's got to be either on 20. And if it's on Antonia, that's her third. We'll see. Baseline inbounds play set to go here for the Lady Warriors. Couple of screens set. Ball comes to the inside now for Richardson. Kick it out for Glanz. Driving here to the middle of the floor. Almost lost the dribble. Offered a screen now. Looks to the inside. Bounces it now for Richardson. Swept away there by White. Now a drive up the outside by Odom. She'll go all the way to the inside to the hoop. No good. Blocked away by the Lady Warriors. Richardson keeps it here strong. Nice job, Lily Richardson. Great strength by the big. Here come the Lady Warriors up the right-hand side. Page all the way to the hoop, to the inside, under the hoop. Got herself re-squared. No good. And the rebound for White. Good drive by Annie Page. Just couldn't pay it off on the inside. Took it all the way down to the left block. Here comes Wilson the other way. She'll look in the corner for Odom. Back up top for Wilson. 4:15 to go here in a fast-moving third, and Wilson throws it away wide right and out the doors here at Lovell High School. So Lady Warriors continue to put the pressure on defensively as Alexis White will come in now for Macy Antonio. Lady Warriors, again, got to deal with the full court pressure here as Navarro has it. Get it back for Page. Quick break of it there for the Lady Warriors as Page is fouled again. A body up there. Lady Warriors, that's the aggression you need against a press. Once you get into the front court, you are in good position. And that's the third foul on the Lady Wranglers here in the third quarter. Ball set to come in and does for Page. Looks for a dribble. Now works. Backs herself up. Looking for help, lost it in the corner, is able to collect it, and then fouled there. Then they're going to give it to Pinedale. Should have been a foul there on Thonhoff with the body bump, but they let her get away with it down in the low corner there because Page was just left in a bad spot. As she'll get a break here with Kennedy Bassett coming in. So Wranglers get a stop here. We're more than midway through this third quarter. 3:54 to go. 28-17 Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Lady Warriors lead. Skip it over the top for White. She'll take on a three. That one's off, no good. Back angle. Long rebound, though, for Thonhoff. Lady Warriors, they'll accept just 3-point shooting. Here's Lady Warriors taking away Navarro. She's up in front of it. She'll drive against Wilson. She got back to take it away there. Wilson, good defensive recovery there. It'll stay with the Lady Warriors. And change will come in here and a 30 official timeout here. So an official timeout at the scorer's table. Head coach Jeremy LeBeau is frustrated about something. So Lady Warriors, it all seems to be squared away now. The Lady Warriors will set up the inbounds play. Ball comes in for Bassett, but it's taken away. Kennedy trying to make up the distance from in behind as Wilson goes the other way. Left the layup short, and now Navarro's got it. Quickly up the floor. It goes too high for Glanz and out of play. Both teams a little bit scrambled there as the Lady Warriors and Wranglers give it back and forth there as Wilson missed a rare layup. Driving right goes Odom into the corner, through the legs momentarily. Lost the dribble. That should have been a double dribble there as Wilson will take on a three, and that one's good. Wilson gets the triple to go. Man, that one was a double dribble on the outside by the Wranglers. The player on the outside, that was Bodie Walker, who lost the dribble and dribbled again. Timeout, head coach Jeremy LeBeau and the Pinedale Lady Wranglers. 28-20 Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Back after this on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. McGarvin Moberly Construction Company in Worland is a leader in road construction and service. They stand by their core values: integrity, commitment, quality, and execution. For over 60 years, when a project needs done right, on time, and on budget, the first choice is McGarvin Moberly Construction. This construction giant is a pillar of the Worland community and supports its local athletes. McGarvin Moberly Construction in Worland, 1001 U.S. Highway 20, 307-347-4268. Go Warriors! The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition. Teams break out of the timeout huddle here. Lady Warriors will come out after the Wilson three. It's back to a single-digit lead for the Lady Warriors at 8, 28-20. It's a 5-5 quarter so far here. Lady Warriors will look to get in the offense this time down as Navarro hands it off for Bassett. Has to back out, charges right, finds its way to Robertson inside Richardson. Couple of dribbles there, and now it's for Page. She goes down the baseline, dumps it off, wide open is Robertson, up and good. Great find by Annie Page there as Robertson gets her second bucket of the day, and the Lady Warriors go back on top by 10. White into the corner it goes now for Walker. Skipped across, taken away momentarily by Navarro. Tracked down by Wilson. Good defense there by Cat. Wilson dribbling to the free throw line. Dump it out. White for another three. This one's off. No good. Fight for the rebound. Ripped away there. And down on the baseline goes Taven Odom. Took the rebound away but dribbled it on the baseline. Great stop for the Lady Warriors. 2:19 to go now here in this third quarter as Emma Glanz comes back in for Kennedy Bassett. Again, full court press stays on now here for the Lady Wranglers. So Navarro has it, works back towards Robertson, and then she pushes into the front court. Slows things up. Robertson now for Glanz. Emma operates the offense here for the Lady Warriors. Drifting off to her right-hand side. Now Robertson. Richardson offers a screen. Now Navarro, a little crossover dribble between two. Rips it out into the corner for Glanz. Picked it up there. Handoff for Robertson. A little bit of trouble here for the Lady Warriors, trying to stop things up. Robertson's got to get rid of it, and finally does there for Richardson, and dribbles it. Now needs some help. Find it in Glanz up top. Lady Warriors can reset with 1:40 to go. Set the offense here. Give for Navarro. Set for a screen. Kicks out Robertson. Back for Glanz. Lady Warriors trying the high exchange offense here as Glanz crosses over on Odom. Gets to the inside. Has it taken away now by White. It's a little foot race back the other way as White has to hold things up. Good recovery by the Lady Warriors as Wilson has it. Drifts to the right. Gets to the inside. Wide open three on the way again. This one's no good again. Ball tipped around, and Page has it. Quickly out for Glanz. Shot was missed by Walker, and now it's out for Navarro. She'll dribble down the baseline. Got to the inside. Throws up a shot. No good. Fight for it to the inside. It's a tie-up. And it'll be Lady Warrior basketball. Changes coming in here for the Wranglers. Looks like Antonio back in and Thonhoff back in as White and Odom go out. Lady Warriors baseline inbounds play coming now. Backside Robertson got free again. Maddie missed the shot though, and Tayana White on the inside with the rebound. And the Lady Warriors hustle back defensively here. Less than a minute to go in the third. Thonhoff here to the left-hand side. Ball tipped here, taken away momentarily by Glanz. Now it's a fight for it. Robertson has it. Lady Warriors slow things up. Get it now for Page. She'll get help now with Richardson. Kicks it up top. Glanz, three. Why not? On the way and good! Emma Glanz with a Washington Cinemas three. A pair of them in the game. The Lady Warriors have knocked down three of them so far, and they'll go on top by 13, 33-20. Wilson for an answer, fouled, and heading to the line for three. Missed the shot, but fouled by Glanz. So Wilson, if you're a Pinedale fan, that's who you want going to the line. So Wilson, one trip earlier, 1 of 2. Has a chance for three here with 21 seconds to go and missed the first. No changes here. They hit the horn because Kennedy Bassett's going to come back in, but you come in after the second on a three-shot foul. That was Glanz's third foul. (21) 33-21 there on the second. The make by Wilson. 1 of 2 trip here. Fight for the rebound, and Richardson comes up with it. Now Page, hassled by Wilson in the backcourt. Got it for Bassett. Now back for Page. She'll dribble here against Wilson. Move to the left-hand side. Looking for help. Bounces it there, taken away by Wilson. It's a speed race the other way. Page reaches in, and a foul there. Page didn't need to commit that one, and all of a sudden Wilson has a chance to kind of change the complexion of this game with a three-point play with 3.3 seconds to go. Lady Warriors got a little sped up there. Chance to make it a 9-point game potentially going into the fourth quarter here as Wilson, like many players out there, spent a lot of time on the court. A little bit of hand to the hips there, but will look to fire and make it a 3-point play. Shot on the way and is good. Lady Warriors 3 seconds to go here in the half. Ball comes now for Navarro. Go for Bassett. Lady Warriors got to try to fire a shot, but they'll end the third quarter up by 9. 33-24, Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. We're heading to the fourth quarter here in this opening round game. Lady Warriors on top by 9 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Refreshing wild cherry cola meets smooth cream. The treat you deserve. Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. Treat yourself.
New Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Try it now. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola.
And we're ready for the fourth quarter here. The Pinedale Wranglers will have the ball to open it up. It's a 9-point lead for the Lady Warriors, 33-24. Lady Warriors cannot get in that spot where you're checking the clock and hoping the clock wins this game for you. Got to stay aggressive, be good defensively, play the game you have played. As Wilson has it, ends up with 6 points down the back stretch of that quarter. Wilson now moves to the right. Glanz guarding there, almost took it away. Now Thonhoff trying to make sure it's anybody but Wilson as Odom Looks to go to the baseline, ran out of room, and she stepped on the baseline, turned it over. Good defense, Lady Warriors, as Odom skidded across the deck. She thought she got fouled, but stepped on the baseline before any trip up there. So Lady Warriors will look to get the ball in and do for Page. And then its ball's taken away. Wilson threw it to the outside. Ball saved in through the legs of Page. Thrown up, ball rocking around here. The whistles are going to tighten up here as Navarro nearly took it away. Tried to save it in and did, as the Wranglers track it down in the backcourt. 35 seconds gone by here as the Wranglers continue to control the ball here in the opening minute of the fourth quarter. Wilson gives it now for Odom. Odom drifts right, now goes left for Thonhoff. Through the middle it goes now for White. Back outside, Wilson for three, no. Fight for the rebound, high up, it's Richardson to rip it away for the Lady Warriors. Strong rebound from the Lady Warrior big as Glanz moves into the front. Tosses it over the top now for Page. Inside it goes Richardson, and a foul from behind by Wilson. That's her third. Didn't pick one up in the second or third quarters, and that'll send Richardson to the free throw line. Good ball movement by the Lady Warriors there after a chaotic opening minute to this fourth quarter. The Lady Warriors now at the free throw line, chance to breathe. Richardson up and good. Richardson so far on the day, 4 of 8, I believe, from the free throw line. 4 of 7. As Page comes out, Bassett comes in. Lady Warriors a little bit of a smaller lineup now here to get Page a quick breather. And a 2-2 trip for Lily Richardson. 35-24 here as it's Thonhoff with the basketball. Go outside now for Odom. Back for Thonhoff. Into the corner for Antonio. They're trying to get it to Wilson. It's taken away here as Navarro almost poked away. She's got it back. Bassett with it. She'll dribble right. Get it now for Navarro. Back for Bassett. Good ball movement from the Lady Warriors. Forced to turn over there. Now Glanz gets it for Bassett. Dribbling is Bassett across the top to the inside. Look for Navarro, but a good steal by Wilson. Lady Warriors back defensively now as Wilson looks to go downhill. Runs into trouble there, though. Goes for Antonio. She runs into a double team. To the middle it goes. Navarro's there to potentially take it away. Onto the deck they go, and it'll be Lady Warrior basketball on the tie-up, and the effort from the Lady Warriors continues to pay dividends in this one. Page back in for Bassett. And again, the double teams there by the Lady Warriors, they've been making a difference. So Lady Warriors now have to break out of some pressure here, get the ball in now for Page. She'll dribble right. Couple of steal attempts here by the Lady Wranglers. Got it now for Navarro. Cat downhill she goes, ball thrown away. Ball driving up the floor now. To the backside it goes for Wilson. She goes up and good through a little contact there. Wilson, good straight up defense of the Lady Warriors not to give up the and one opportunity. Got to be better with the basketball, but Glanz now going to break the pressure. Emma to the top of the deck. Here's Navarro. Sets, fakes, up, through contact, and good! Navarro with an answer for the Lady Warriors. 37-26 with 5:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Lady Warriors on top. Outside it is with Odom. Kick it here for Walker. Into the corner it goes for White. She'll dribble drive. Across the top she goes. Drop off Wilson. Drives to the inside. Pass 1-2. Lady Warriors up and good. A great finish there from Wilson. And the ball comes inbounds. Timeout on the floor. 30-second variety for the Lady Wranglers. 37-28 Lady Warrior lead here on the Pinedale Bank scoreboard. Fourth quarter rolls on the other side of the Pregame Broadcasting Network. Welcome back inside of Lovell High School. Another one of our live video sponsors, Keller Construction. Appreciate them. So the Lady Warriors got the inbounds here out of the timeout. A great bucket by Wilson, a strong finish as the Lady Warriors have it with Glanz. A little trap pressure here on a On the full court press is Page. She'll go downhill past Richardson, who sealed off there but couldn't get all the way to the bucket. Lady Warriors missed the layup. Navarro getting back defensively. Ball with Wilson. She's going to be in control of a lot here in this quarter. Now it's a three for White from the left corner. That one's off, no good. White has the rebound. Back for Wilson. Downhill she goes. Puts up a contested jumper, and now a foul after the fact. 2 shots coming for Wilson. So she's got 4 in the quarter already. 12 in the game, and she'll head to the free throw line. .4:43 to go. Everybody can take a breath with Wilson at the line trying to cut the lead to 7. First free throw's up and no good. Again, Wilson, a lot of these players out here from the free throw line, if they go in, it really is those free throws you make after running lines, after running Jayhawks, because they have been out there for a lot of time. I think of the Lily Richardsons, the Erica Wilsons out there, the Emma Glands, Annie Pages, same story for the Wranglers. It's been an up and down affair here. Game tightening up as Wilson goes 0 of 2, and then it's a rebound, though, for White. Back for Wilson. Crosses over. Navarro staying with her, and now a foul on a blocking foul by Navarro. Her second. Second foul of the quarter on the Lady Warriors. Ball inbounds now for Wilson in the corner. Turns, steps inside of the block, kick it out now. White, shot fake, down the lane she goes. Shot up, no good, but fouled. 2 shots more coming here for the Wranglers. They're getting aggressive on the dribble drives. The Lady Warriors got to start to cloud up that middle area again because the Wranglers are seeing a little of space and step into the inside. White, who has 3 3-pointers in the game, scores for the first time since the second quarter and cuts the lead down to 8 at 37-29. White, 1 more to go. This one also good. So a 2-2 trip there, 37-30 with 4:33 to go as Glanz has it. Comes back now for Robertson. Looking for help, goes across for Glanz. Can dribble towards the middle. Now Robertson got to get into the front court and does. Bounces it for Page. Backside it goes here for Navarro. Up through contact, a foul. She'll head to the line. Nearly an and one opportunity there. Lady Warriors get to the free throw line on the other side. Foul goes on Walker, her third. That sends Kat to the free throw line. Kat's got 4 points in the game. Been a very defensive-minded game for Kat as she knocks it down. Big free throw there from Navarro, the senior. Kennedy Bassett comes in now for Robertson. Navarro's second, up and good. 2 for 2 there for Kat Navarro. Lady Warriors, 8 of 12 so far in the game, and Wilson has it on the right-hand side for the Wranglers. She'll get a screen, drift off to her left. Out of room now, Odom. Kick it back now for Wilson. She dribbles across the top, pulls up at the free throw line. Ball shot fake here for White. Mid-range jumper, spins in and out, no good. Fight for the rebound. Glance has it, gets it for Page. Quickly up the floor, it can go, and now a foul comes against Wilson, but a double dribble first. That was kind of a bang-bang call there as it was a double dribble by Page, but thought Wilson might have crashed into her first, but the officials right on top of there here on the near sideline. Wilson back with it after the Lady Warrior turnover. Offered a screen left and right. Takes it to the left here. Into the corner it goes for Walker. Spin it around now for White. Antonio in the right corner. Wilson straight away. Lady Warriors exchanging defensive responsibilities as Wilson kicks it inside out. 3 on the way now for Walker, up and good. So Bodie Walker with a 3. The Wranglers have 5 of them in the game, and it's a 6-point game, 39-33. Here goes Glantz. Bouncer now for Bassett. Mid-range jumper, no good. Backside rebound chance here. Lady Warriors have it with Page. Give it now for Navarro. Downhill. Find it Bassett. 3 on the way. High arcing. That one's no good. Fight for the rebound again. And a fight for it on the deck. It's going to be a tie. Oh, it's going to be a walk, though, as the Wranglers fell to the deck. I think that's the right call, as Lady Warriors didn't have a piece of the basketball. They'll retain it. 3:06 to go here. Lady Warriors got a great look from Bassett. Almost went down here as they'll go inside here for Page. Couldn't get going on the block. Now backs her way in. Left-handed shot up, no good. Richardson has the rebound. Back out for Glantz. She'll spin away now. Left side here, Navarro. Take on the three. Why not? That one bounced around. No good. Fight for it to the inside. White has the rebound here for the Lady Wranglers. Ball back into the middle for Wilson. Lady Warriors got to defend now. Wilson goes left side here for White. Wide open for three and got it. The three-pointer's starting to rain in now for the Lady Wranglers. Tightens up here, three-point game, 2:35 to go. This is what postseason basketball is all about here. Lady Warriors with Glands. Little noise comes from the Pinedale faithful. Outside it goes for Page. It's taken away, though. It's still loose as it's down to the deck, and the Lady Wranglers have it back. Wilson steps back the other way, looks to drive. Good defense from Bassett to force her out. White back for Wilson. Now top for Walker. Outside White for the tie. It's on line. It's no good, though, and Page has the rebound. Outside as Bassett tries to go up the floor, and it's taken away, and a foul in the backcourt there by Navarro. Going to be the third on the Lady Warriors. So things are tightened up. Lady Warriors haven't been in a ton of these close ones. This is where you make your money, as the Lady Warriors bring Robertson back into the game and Thonhoff on the other side. White had a beautiful look for the tie there for the Wranglers, and just a little bit short. As the Lady Warriors now looking for defensive stops and a timeout. Head coach Mark Mortimer and the Worland Lady Warriors, they'll take it. Looks like it's going to be the full variety. One would think maybe it's just a 30-seconder. 39-36, minute 54 to go here in the fourth. It's Lady Wrangler basketball back on the other side of the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Are you searching for a Wyoming local general contractor for your next home improvement or new home construction? Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland should be your first call. From concrete to roofing and everything in between. New builds, renovations, additions, custom projects, and more. Call Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland, 307-431-6541.
And we're back here at Lovell High School. Lady Warriors have led by as many as 16 in this game. The Wranglers have led by 2 early on. Lady Warriors right now on the defensive side. Again, you can feel these games. They always get close again, especially a team that's capable of scoring like the Wranglers are. Lady Warriors will come back into the defensive half court here as Wilson has it up top. Offered a screen by White. Now she'll look to drive, runs into a couple, throws up a shot, no good. Fight for it, tipped away, last touch by the Lady Wranglers, and out of play, Lady Warrior basketball. So Lady Warriors facing a little more high pressure. Full court press here as the ball comes in for Page. Bounce it now for Glands. Emma pushes up the right-hand side. Picked up the dribble, finds it for Navarro in the front court. Cap moves to the right, goes downhill. Back outside for Robertson. Wide open is Glands. She holds things up. Lady Warriors chewing off some clock here as Glands needs some help. Goes to the backside now for Page. It was tipped, but she was able to get it back, and now back for Glands. Emma to the outside it goes for Robertson, and a reach-in foul now going to go against Alexis White. So actually the foul is going to go against Walker. That's her fourth. Ball set to come in for the Lady Warriors and does for Page. Hassled and reaching in now is Thonhoff. That's the fourth foul on the Lady Wranglers. It's curious if Coach LeBeau is just going to try to make the Lady Warriors win this from the free throw line. With a minute 17 left, seems like the foul game's a little early. It's double bonus after the fourth foul. And the Lady Warriors and Wranglers both have 4 fouls apiece. Ball comes in now for Navarro. Guarded now by Wilson. A little spin move there. High dribble and a carry there. Again, they call a carry, but it was deflected away. So, again, it's a missed call. They've missed some double dribbles and other things on the Pinedale side. That one a tough one to go against the Lady Warriors with a minute 12 to go. Ball comes in for Wilson. Trailing by 3 are the Lady Wranglers. Lady Warriors looking to hang on here in this 3-6 matchup. Wilson to the inside, leans in, takes on Richardson, missed the shot, and it's bounced on the end line there by Robertson, but good defense by Lily Richardson. She is probing the inside. 60 seconds left in this one. 3A West Girls Regional Quarterfinal. Lady Warriors 39, Lady Wranglers 36. Ball outside in the hands of Walker. They'll go outside. Wilson dribbles there. Ended up with Thonhoff on the deck. Wilson picked up the dribble. Now it's White. Back for Wilson. Dribbling there. 48 seconds to go. Thonhoff now. Wilson for the tie. That one's no good. Rebound inside here for Richardson. And she has got a timeout. Great head coaching work there by Mark Mortar, sprinting up the far sideline. 39.8 to go. Lady Warriors by 3. Timeout on the floor. Back in 30 here from Level High School.
Sally's Classic Pizza in Worland, the classiest pizza around. Sally's offers pizza made with fresh dough daily. Go with a classic single topping or load it up with the king. 10 toppings in all. Friday, football and pizza is a winning combination. The Warriors special is available all school year. Get a large 2-topping pizza and a 2-liter for just $16.98. Fridays only. Sally's Classic Pizza, 1214 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-2453.
Welcome back inside of Level High School. If you have not been tuned into this entire game and just tuning in now, you look at the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. That's the Worland Lady Warriors 39, Pinedale Lady Wranglers 36 here. 40 seconds left in this game. Fouls either way lead to free throws. The Lady Warriors on top by a possession right now. The important part of this is getting the ball in bounds. You would expect Pinedale to try to force the turnover first, but I don't know whether they will or not, or if they'll try to go for the foul game right away if the Lady Warriors can get this ball in bounds. Hard cuts, good, convincing passes here. Lady Warriors set for it. Ball comes in now for Page. Takes it away from the screaming defense of the Lady Wranglers. There's Glanz up ahead now for Navarro, and she's mugged from behind as Wilson grabs her there by the hips and just slows her down, and that'll send Kat Navarro to the free throw line and Wilson to her 4th personal foul. So Navarro at the line. 2 important free throws. 1 of 2 puts the Lady Warriors up by 2 possessions. So 2 free throws coming. Everybody take a big deep breath with 32.8 to go. Navarro up and good. The senior tips her head back as if to say finally. She has struggled from the free throw line mightily this season, but she is 3 of 3. Second one, set, fires and good. Kat Navarro puts the Lady Warriors up by 5. Defense back the other way. It's Thonhoff at the top here. Fires a 3 in transition. Left it short. It's Richardson with the rebound. She's mugged. She'll head to the free throw line with 23.4 to go. The Lady Warriors now pounding at the door of an opening round upset. If they can keep their composure at the free throw line, they can keep the Lady Wranglers at bay. Can see Richardson just trying to fire herself up a little bit, say, come on, legs, just a couple of more pushes up towards the hoop here. 2 to go, 2 free throws to go here, so everybody rest on the first. 23.4 to go is the first one a little bit short, and that's just a tired legs. That's a tired legs free throw. It's understandable here, as Richardson will have one more to try to make it a 6-point game. Shot up, rolls around, no good. Rebound down now for White. Here comes Wilson back the other way. Lady Warriors just trying to hassle. Wilson driving, moves to the left, now down the baseline, out of room, finds it upside. Thonhoff for 3. That one's front iron, no good. Richardson, another rebound and a foul. Lady Warriors now within 11.6 seconds of a marquee victory for this group. Timeout. Head coach Jeremy LeBeau and the Pinedale Lady Wranglers. Richardson at the line on the other side. Back in 30 seconds from the 3A West Regional at Level High School on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
McGarvin. From the moment
Welcome back inside of the home of the Bulldogs. Lovell High School 3A West Regional Tournament here. Lady Warriors looking for an opening round upset. Do want to remind you, not the only game today. The Worland Warriors, it's a long break. They play tonight at 7:30 p.m. against the Lander Valley Tigers. We'll have that one for you. Won't have a full pregame for that with broadcasters switching in and out here at the 3A West Regional. But we will have the game for you no matter what. Keep an eye on the link being released on the Facebook page as Richardson can't hit the first. Missed her last three. And again, Richardson, this is just a tough situation. She has given everything out there. See if Lily can find the range. Knocks down the second. It's a 6-point game. 11.6 to go. Lady Warriors force them into the front court. And now an offensive foul up the outside against number 25, Tayana White. Turnover, Pinedale. Lady Warriors 8.8 seconds away. Ball taken away by Wilson on the inbound. Step back three is up, no good. Off the angle, Page has the rebound, 3 seconds to go. Lady Warriors to the free throw line here. It's almost over, Lady Warrior fans. Lady Warriors, they have won some games over the seasons, but it has been a long drought in postseason play for the Lady Warriors. 2 and out a year ago, 2 and out the year before, 2 and out the year before. Lady Warriors looking for a huge postseason victory here. First one from Page, up, no good. As the Lady Warriors will have the second coming. Second one's no good. Rebound for Page, and the Lady Warriors have done it. 42-36 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Worland Lady Warriors upset the Pinedale Lady Wranglers. 42-36 the final on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Lady Warriors win. Postgame show presented by 7-Up next on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
McGarvin Moberly Construction Company in Worland is a leader in road construction and service. They stand by their core values: integrity, commitment, quality, and execution. For over 60 years, when a project needs done right, on time, and on budget, the first choice is McGarvin Moberly Construction. This construction giant is a pillar of the Worland community and supports its local athletes. McGarvin Moberly Construction in Worland, 1001 U.S. Highway 20, 307-347-4268. Go Warriors!
Welcome back inside the postgame show presented by 7-Up. Your Worland Lady Warriors are heading to the 3A West semifinals tomorrow with an upset victory over the 3-seeded Pinedale Lady Wranglers, 42-36. The final on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, the free throw line, the difference at the end of it, 11 of 20 from the free throw line with the Lady Warriors. They were just outworking Pinedale at every portion of the court. The Wranglers really stayed in the game because they hit 6 3-pointers. That's half of their 36 points. It's the reason they were even in the game. And when the moments got biggest, when the Wranglers got back within 3 at 39-36, the Lady Warriors defense stepped up. The Lady Warriors free throw shooting found a way to hit 3 of them down the backstretch to stretch the game to 2 possessions. An offensive foul late, and the Lady Warriors victorious on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, 42-36. Again, we will have the post-game show here presented by 7-Up because none of our fellow broadcasters have to boot us out of position just yet, so we will stick around for now. Hopefully have a talk with head coach Mark Mortimer later. It'd be fun to talk to him during the boys' game, but maybe get this emotion moment. We'll see how long they spend in the locker room. Let's go into the post-game stat summary here for the Pinedale Lady Wranglers, who, again, not eliminated from postseason contention, but down into the loser-out bracket tomorrow. They'll play at 9 a.m. The Lady Warriors, we'll talk about they play here in a moment. Lady Wranglers, 14 from Alexis White, including 4 3-pointers. 3 points for Bodie Walker, 2 for Taven Odom, 3 for Macy Antonio, 2 for Tana White, and 12 for Erica Wilson. 3 of 8 from the free throw line with Wilson. 6 of 14 for the game went the Lady Wranglers. 6 3-pointers down. And if you told the Lady Warriors Erica Wilson's going to score 12 on you at the start of the game, the Lady Warriors might have signed in blood. Lady Warriors, their scoring stats look like this. Kennedy Bassett, 5 points, including a Washki Cinemas 3. 2 for Aiden Donahue. 8 for Kat Navarra, including And this is an impressive stat for the senior because she has struggled from the free throw line mightily this season. She goes 4 of 4 in the biggest moment of her senior year at the postseason in the regional in an upset bid. 6 points for Maddie Robertson, including a Washakie Cinemas 3. Emma Glanz, 3 points, 1 from downtown. 8 points for Annie Page, and 10 points for Lily Richardson in a huge double-double performance. She got to the line 12 times, hit 6 of her free throws for the big. 11 of 20 go the Lady Warriors. 3 Washakie Cinemas 3s down. It was quite a contest here in the Lady Warriors. That's right, your Worland Lady Warriors. An upset victory. The 6 over the 3 and into the semifinals with a 42-36 win over the Pinedale Lady Wranglers. Postgame show presented by 7-Up rolls on the other side with our Warrior game review presented by Washakie Cinemas on the Pregame Broadcasting Network.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland are more than just realtors. Just ask Jake and Landy Bollinger. What drew you to McGarvin and Taylor?
And the way that she treated my family, and my extended family, like her own family. We felt like family, weren't just a client at that point.
Once you found your home, did they make the rest of the process easy?
The bank we worked through for our loan, built great relationships there. It was smooth and quick and really kind of painless, honestly.
Yeah.
How have they continued their service after the sale?
Gas actually got shut off a week after we were in the house. And so we didn't have gas, and it was really cold that weekend. And a knock on the door, and here's Laura with some heaters for us. And a little bit later, here comes Kitty walking in with more heaters for us.
Any last thoughts or special sentiments?
We just feel like that they were put in our life for a reason, and they're going to be long life friends.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland, 701 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-4271, or visit them on the web at worlandwyo.com.
Refreshing wild cherry cola meets smooth cream. The treat you deserve. Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. Treat yourself.
New Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Try it now. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola.
And welcome back inside the post-game show presented by 7-Up. Worland Lady Warriors 42, Pinedale Lady Wranglers 36. The Lady Warriors get a postseason victory for the first time in a handful of years and move on to the 3A West Regional semifinals tomorrow. Let's look at the bracket here. The Lady Warriors going to stamp that 6th seed into the semifinals. They will face the winner of Lander Valley versus Lyman. So it'll be the Tigers or Eagles tomorrow. That game happening right now. And again, if you look at our camera, we wanted to get it out of the way for our friends down from Lander Valley to get kind of out of their way so they can get good video coverage. We like to, I barely like to feature myself on the call, so I don't want to feature my camera in theirs if we can prevent it. But my goodness, what a day for the Worland Lady Warriors. They beat Pinedale by a final of 42-36. We appreciate you those sticking around here on the post-game show presented by 7-Up. We'll talk with head coach Mark Mortimer tonight after the boys' halftime. We'll talk to him during that. He's going to be here, so we'll do that now. But, of course, want to get into our Warriors game review presented by Washakie Cinemas in Worland. Appreciate them. Go out and see a movie, but I'm not sure anything's going to be as action-packed and thrilling as what you've just seen here in the opening round of the 3A West Girls Regional Tournament as the Lady Warriors win 42-36. Let's see how we got there in the Warriors game review presented by the Washakie Cinemas. In the opening quarter, the Lady Warriors, they stamped their brand of basketball in this game right from the early going. Physical defense, rebounding the basketball. They get 10 points in the opening quarter, open up a 10-4 lead. In the second quarter, the Lady Warriors get a 3 in the middle of the quarter from Kennedy Bassett, 6 points in the quarter from Annie Page. They win the quarter 13-11 and take a 23-15 lead into the halftime locker room. Come out in the third quarter. Teams exchanging punches in the early going. Nobody hitting buckets. Then they exchange back and forth. Lady Warriors at one point in the third quarter stretch the lead all the way out to 36-20. So think about what the final score was and think about what it was then. The Lady Warriors won that quarter 10-9. And then the Lady Wranglers in that fourth quarter, they started pushing back against the Lady Warriors. They got within 8. Then they got within 6, then 5, and then all of a sudden it was 39-33. It was part of a 13-3 run for Pinedale. And at that point, the Lady Warriors got a timeout. They huddled up and said, what is coming next for us? And they found the grit, the determination, that thing in your gut that only comes out when moments are biggest, and they close it out with free throws in the end. Kat Navarro, 4 of 4 in the quarter. Lily Richardson, 3 of 6 in the quarter. They get 3 of them down the stretch. 42-36, the final. A late offensive foul by Pinedale all but sealed it in this one. And the final score, 42-36. Lady Warriors, the 6th seed, on to the semifinals tomorrow. That game will tip off at 3 p.m., and we'll have the coverage of it here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. That's our Warriors game review presented by Washke Cinemas. That's going to do it for us here from Lovell, Wyoming this morning. Now remember, keep an eye on the Facebook page. We got more basketball coming up later today. It's a long break, though. You can get a lot done here today. You might be able to make a trip back and forth to Billings. My goodness. We won't tip off again till 7:30 this evening, and we will see what we have for a pregame. It's really going to depend on the situation. We're actually going to be joined now by Worland Lady Warrior head coach Mark Morton. We're going to let him get the headset on. He's kind of locked out of the gate up here, but I think we got the room. You can try to work that around there, Coach. There we go. All right, so we are now joined. I was going to wait to talk to you at the boys game, Coach. I thought maybe the celebrations might continue a bit. Might want to poke that microphone up just a little bit towards your mouth. That's all right. We can make a little noise.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's just with that one. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying. There we go. All right. Coach, we talked about it before the game started, that the Lady Warriors are going to have to muddy this game up, make it difficult on Pinedale, and I thought from the opening tip, the Lady Warriors put their brand of basketball of this game that they want to put on display.
Absolutely. Just so proud of this group. You come in as an underdog. You got nothing to lose, and we messed with a bunch of different things defensively this week just so we could try to cause their kids trouble, and we did an outstanding job of that. Lost Lixie White there for a while, who had a tremendous game against us, but overall, I mean, holy cow, what a game.
Yeah, and Coach, it just came from so many players today for the Lady Warriors. I mean, the way that the Lady Warriors just muddied up the middle of the floor, like you pretty much said to Pinedale, like, you're going to have to meet us with the mid-range game with the 3. And at points they did hit those, but everything they got inside came with a challenge. Nothing came easy there.
The main thing for us is we took away their consistency as an offense with the rotations that we had. And, our rule is you take everything to Lily. And she's had, if you're giving Player of the Game awards away, she gets 3 for this game. It was absolutely incredible what she did, and stayed out of foul trouble, and that's been sometimes an issue, but what a game from that kid. And then obviously Annie Maddie getting big rebounds when we needed them, and overall taking care of the basketball. I know we tried doing some crazy stuff out there at the end of the game, but we made plays when it counted.
Well, and Coach, we've talked about the free throw line a lot during this Lady Warriors season, and again, the final percentage number you might not look at and be like, oh, great, but you got there 20 times, including 12 for Lily. You hit 11 of them, including 5 of them in that final quarter where the lead stretched back when it was 39-36 out to the final where it went 42-36. How big is it for the Lady Warriors just to at least get to the stripe and give themselves a chance to get some of those easy ones?
Well, I got to be honest, when Kat hit her 2 free throws, I started celebrating because I knew we weren't going to lose after that. She struggled so much this season, and today she wanted to get to the free throw line because, you saw the way Pinedale came out. In these regional games, you know who people's best player are and do your best to take them out of the game, and I thought they did a really good job just being physical with Kat, taking her out of the game, but she never quit, got to the free throw line, and then Lily at the end of the game, nobody is out rebounding her, and she showed such determination to get those rebounds and get to the free throw line. On that last one, she got tackled by 4 kids. Yeah. I'd still be laying there.
I'd say, yeah, she barely took a minute out of this game. You must have laid down kind of the gauntlet to her, and she made it all the way through it. And, Coach, 42-36, the final. You get a long break now. You win this opening game in the morning, and now you get kind of the bonus of being able to enjoy it for a moment, maybe get those emotions to come down, and then prepare for the winner of this one between Lander Valley and Lyman, as you'll be into the state semifinal here for the first time in a while here for the Lady Warriors.
Yeah, that exactly. Sometimes you worry about too much time on your hands, but the way that game played out, we need our rest. We'll sit here as a team, watch this, go get some lunch, and then figure out the rest of our day after that.
Well, Coach, any final thoughts on this one? Congratulations on the win, but any final thoughts on this 42-36 victory for your Lady Warriors, booking the ticket to the 3A West Regional Semifinals?
Oh, you'll find it hard to believe, but I don't have a whole lot to say anymore. That was just what an incredible effort. I'm so proud of this team right now.
Yeah, if you want to know what happened and to feel it, you might as well hit the rewind button as the Lady Warriors win 42-36. Coach, as always, appreciate chatting with you, and we'll see you again tomorrow here as the Lady Warriors will fight for a spot in the 3A West Regional Championship tomorrow.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Jordan.
Head coach Mark Mortimer there for the Worland Lady Warriors. They win 42-36 the final. We're going to try to get off the air here. Our friends from other stations are set to get on the air here momentarily. That does it for our post-game show presented by 7-Up. Worland Warriors tonight, they tip it off at 7:30 p.m. against the Lander Tigers. Keep an eye on the Facebook page for the link. We will share it as soon as we can here. For now, though, celebrate the Lady Warrior victory, 42-36 over the 3-seeded Pinedale Lady Wranglers. They'll play in the 3A West Regional Semifinals tomorrow, 3 p.m. tip here from Lovell High School. We say goodbye for a final time from Lovell High School here this morning. Lady Warriors 42, Lady Wranglers 36, and until next time, and you know, there's gonna be a next time, go Worland Warriors.